Welcome back to the channel. I hope life is treating you lovely. I've missed you so much. My name is Claude Massey. I am a life coach and career coach here in Tel Aviv, Israel. I moved here from Los Angeles, California about 13 years ago. And today's video is going to be titled, Moving to Israel, What You Need to Know. Of course, I have full validation to make this video because I moved here. So let's move forward. The first thing that you need to have before you move to Israel, and it doesn't matter where you're moving from, is money. In Hebrew, it's called kesef, and you need to have it before you ever try to come here. Of course, it's nice if you're able to make aliyah. If you make aliyah, technically the government will give you a bit of money when you move here. That's great news. But it's not enough to survive. This is for sure. First things first. Save up your money and understand you're not going to need millions of dollars, but you will need a certain amount to survive. I would recommend a good few thousand US dollars. If I think back to when I moved here, I think I brought somewhere near around 8,000 or 9,000 US dollars so that I had a nice smooth landing. A little bit of extra advice regarding that first topic. If you want to move here broke, you're going to stay broke, because what you're doing in essence is just pushing back an issue, because broke is a mindset. Broke is who you are. It's not a status, it's not your bank account, it's who you are. So if you're broke on the inside, don't try to run from it. You'll come to Israel, you'll still end up broke. Save up money, become financially responsible, and then move over. It's better this way for the long term. Another thing that is very important for you to do prior to moving here, before you get on the plane, is to decide where you're going to live. I recommend you go online to a website called Yad Shtaim in Hebrew. In English, it's YAD and the number 2.co.il. This is a great website. Just make sure to have your Google Translate turned on. You're going to need it. Translate the website. Look around in the country for apartments that are something in the area you can afford, and make sure you know where you're going to move before you come. I could make another video, and I probably will make another video about the various cities in Israel that I recommend you move to if you're thinking about coming over. That being said, you might as well subscribe to the channel. You might as well leave a comment down below if you want me to make that video. And please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Let's push forward. So another thing you need to do if you're planning on moving to Israel, another thing you need to know is what type of job you're going to look for, what type of job you can get. And you need to use Facebook, LinkedIn, and another website called Janglo.com. So here's 3 websites. There's a few more I could think of off the back of my head. I might make another video about it. Matter of factly, I probably have. Just look at some of my previous videos. But without question, you need to get employment. You're going to need a job. So start to look for one before you come. Build a crispy, clean CV or resume. Build it up. Make sure it looks great. Start to look for a job. You won't regret it. Okay? So as you're looking for a job, you're thinking, well, what vicinity am I going to live in? What type of job can I get? But of course, how can I get back and forth from work to employment, work to job, work to career? How can you do this? Great news. The public transportation is phenomenal in Israel. You can basically get anywhere to anywhere from anywhere very easily. If 1 or 2 buses is all you need to take, it's not a problem. You can make it happen. Don't hesitate. Don't be afraid. Public transportation is really, really good. So you figured out where you want to live. You figured out what type of job you want to have. and you're concerned, am I going to be able to survive without the Hebrew language? Yes, you will. Great news. What I recommend you do, though, is to study Hebrew as much as you can before you come here. So I recommend a YouTube channel. It's a great one I've seen. It's streaming like 24 hours a day. Just type in Learning Hebrew, and I think you should see it on there. It's the most popular one, basically. If not, don't worry about it. There's other websites. There's plenty of YouTube videos where you can get some instruction on at least the basics of Hebrew. I recommend you do this because if you are planning on moving here, you better have a head start as far as the language is concerned. I'm sure you would agree 100%. Don't be afraid. It's a little bit of a hard language, but you're smart enough and capable enough, so start learning. And the final thing before moving to Israel that you need to know if it's a good idea. You need to make sure that you're confident in the decision that you are about to make. It's a complete lifestyle change. You're changing countries, you're changing jobs, you're changing where you live. Make sure that you think twice about it and you know really why you're coming and what you want to achieve from this move. My recommendation to you is to follow your gut feeling. Follow your instincts. If your insides are telling you to do it, you must do it. And the more you delay on it, and the more you wait on it, the further off alignment you are. So it doesn't matter whether this goes good or bad for you, the move here. You have to go through it because your soul is telling you to go through it. And there's a lesson to be learned when you follow the soul and you follow your instincts. So think twice about it. Listen to your instincts about it. And then decide if moving to Israel is a great idea for you. If it is, you have a couple of steps, a couple of tips, a couple of things you need to check off before you get on the plane. And we've covered just a few of them in this video. Once again, hit the thumbs up button. Other than that, have a great day and we'll speak soon.